Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is a video, obviously it's going to be not on some of the other things I cover, but it's going to be on my 2020 Ducati Monster 821. I made a video that was put out a little while ago that kind of went over the bike, introduced it. I had just gotten it. I had it for a few weeks at that point, talked about some of the different things that I had put on it at that point, which for the most part was just the Competition Works fender eliminator kit, the mirrors as well, the bar end mirrors, and then the tank pad. Since then, I've got about 125 miles on it or so. And in the beginning of July, actually, I was riding it to work and got into an accident going down a back road where I live, and someone in a pickup truck turned in front of me to turn into a driveway. And then when they saw me, instead of hitting their gas to get out of the way, they proceeded to brake. I tried to get out of Dodge, clipped the very end of his truck bed, and actually took his light out. That's how close I was to getting around him, and dumped the bike at that point. Fortunately, this has traction control and ABS, and I was almost fully stopped, even when the swerve. Was able to brake, kind of try to dump out of the way. I just clipped him, so that did a significant amount of damage to the bike. So do a little walk around here and kind of show you what damage was done, and then we can talk about associated costs. So handlebars bent in, got the tank here, mirror broke, radiator cover here, need to get replaced, new water pump cover. Pretty much everything here is new, from footrest, shift pedal, kickstand. This rear foot peg here is new. So all of that ended up being replaced, and it took a couple weeks, took about 6 weeks or so for all those repairs to get done. But while it was getting done, I also had my first service done and had the termies put on as well. So here's the old tank. So here's where that big monster den is, they call it. You can kind of see that there. So that's where the handlebars went in, and then we got some other damage here. So this obviously had to get replaced, which they took care of. And then I asked them to keep the tank because I have an idea of some cool ways to use this in my garage. All right, so that kind of goes over some of the damage. Look at the whole tank that I have here and see all of that. So the costs for this, the adjuster, I have Liberty Mutual Insurance, and they were fantastic. They came out right away, gave me a quote, and then basically said take it to the Ducati dealer, which I obviously was going to do, to get a more accurate reading of what this is all going to cost to fix, because the Ducati, the guys at Quaker City Motorsports are consummate professionals. Dan down there really took great care of us, made sure the frame wasn't bent, did 3 times over, and so the big piece on this is the tank. If you have a Ducati Monster, if you've ever had one, crashed and dented the tank, and it's a few years old, for the most part back in the early 2000s and 90s, that bike's totaled at that point. The tank itself costs about almost $2,700. So that right there is a huge cost, and that's really where most of the cost is incurred. Some of the other pieces, the water pump cover assembly is like almost $220. The side stands, $140. The mirrors were a little expensive. The handlebar itself needed to get replaced because it bent. That's $140 or so. So you've got a lot of small pieces as well. Gaskets, antifreeze needed to get refilled because they had to replace the radiator cover. The footrests, $50, things like that. All in all, the labor to repair this was about $530. And then you've got your total cost comes close to $5,000 at the end of the day. So quite a bit of damage was done to it. So all the parts had to come from Italy. Italy's was shut down for so long because of the COVID-19 pandemic. So it took weeks for the tank to come in, all the other parts. Then it finally all came in, and the decal for the C bubbled up. So we were supposed to go get it last week. They had to order a new C just for the emblem because he didn't like the way it looked. So I appreciate the attention to detail. But so it's great to have it back. We've got the termies on it now, which is awesome. And we're getting into really nice cooler weather, riding weather. So tomorrow's supposed to be a beautiful day, so I'll take it out for the first time. get back on the bike, if you will, if you fall down. So we'll see how that goes. But thanks for tuning in. If you like this content, hit subscribe, let me know in the comments, and I'll keep trying to come up with some more bike content. I'd love to continue to build this bike up and show you the progress and the work that we do on it. So thanks for watching.